favorite like throwback looks? Like I love the 90s when, you know, people were rocking like the matte brown lips and everything like that. What is your favorite look from like all of time? Comment in the comment section. Also, you know what else I love is like the 50s kind of pinup style. I don't wear it that often myself, but I really like the look. Just like a little wing liner and then red lips. It's so pretty. So yeah, leave a comment on what your favorite time era of makeup was. And I'm trying to think what's next. We are going to add on some mascara. So I always curl my lashes before I put on mascara, just because my lashes are actually pretty straight. So just taking this curler.
Dara wants to know where you can typically get the makeup brush cleaner that you use.
So you can get it on Amazon. That's where I usually buy it. If you live in Los Angeles, there's also a Cinema Secret store in Toluca Lake on Riverside. So you can get it there. They might sell it at other beauty supply stores in your area, but Amazon is a sure bet because I always get mine on Amazon. Definitely check that out. And okay, mascara. Tarte's mascara. I love this stuff. It's so good. I've been using it. Like, I don't think I've put it down since I started using it because I just love it so much. I really like, you know, nice big lashes, which is why I wear falsies all the time. But it's always nice to put on a coat of mascara before you apply your falsies so that you have a nice base for them to lay on. And this also makes the falsies kind of mold together with your natural lashes a little bit more, rather than if your natural lashes are completely straight and blank and not on fleek.
Remy says she loves the 50s.
Me too, girl. Me too.
Can you tell our audience one more time what you're doing?
So if you are just tuning in, I'm doing a Throwback Thursday makeup look, and I was a figure skater all my life, so this is kind of my go-to competition makeup look, just a really simple gray smoky eye and a nice bold red lip. So that's what we are recreating today, and it's kind of connected to a episode that went up on the Icon Network YouTube page yesterday. It's Life and Style. I collaborated with Candy Johnson. Check it out. Alright, so next we're going to do lashes. As you can tell, I'm definitely a lash lover. I brought 3 pairs because I didn't know which one I would want to wear today. But House of Lashes is amazing if you've never tried them. Actually, all 3 of these are from House of Lashes. I didn't plan that, but I really like their lashes. So, which ones do I choose? Let me take a look at my makeup and see which ones I want to go with. I think I might go with this pair. So this is from the Tinkerbell collection. One of them is kind of floating around in there, but it's a really pretty style. It's not too dramatic, which since this is a throwback episode, I'm not going to go super duper dramatic like I normally would nowadays, because when I was growing up, I never wore false lashes. I probably started wearing them only when I was like 18 or 19, but not when I was like younger. So let's just do this. If you don't know how to apply false lashes, I do recommend using like an applicator tool. I got this off of Amazon and it was like $4 or something, and it really helps to allow you to get like a precise application. You just put it like this and you can stick them on, and what you do is you just apply some glue to the band. This is also from House of Lashes. Hashtag not sponsored. But this glue is amazing. It really does stay all day long. I've never had a problem with it coming off, but the only thing is it does take a long time to dry, and when you are applying false lashes, if you don't wait for it to dry, they are going to move around. So you want to wait for the glue to dry a little bit so that it gets a little bit tacky, and you can just pop them on and they will stay in place all day long. So I'm going to wait for this one to dry. While we're waiting, what else can we ask? What else can we ask you guys?
Remy wants to know, are there any drugstore dupes for the dual pencil eyeliner that you were using?
Any drugstore dupes? I don't know of any off the top of my head out of drugstore liners that are very creamy, like that would have a similar texture. It's not dual-ended, but try out the Milani Eye Kajal in the black shade. It has a similar texture to the black pencil on this guy, but I don't know of any dual-ended ones. I should actually look into that because I like doing a lot of drugstore and dupe kind of stuff on my channel. Actually, one of my favorite videos that I've ever done on my personal channel is a half face high-end and half face drugstore, and kind of like testing out the two and seeing if they're dupes, and if you don't have to spend as much money as I spend on makeup, then I'm all for that because I'm just crazy addicted. But not everybody needs to spend so much on makeup. Alright, so when your glue is a little bit more dry and tacky, I like to hold the mirror underneath and then just kind of pop the lashes down, and they're pretty much on. And then you just kind of want to secure them on the inner and outer corner.
Remy says, "Girl, I love your channel."
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. And yeah, they're pretty much on after that. So honestly, I think the biggest thing when applying lashes is letting the glue dry, because if you try to apply the lash when the glue is wet, it's a lot harder and the lash kind of moves around. So yeah, let it dry, let it get tacky, then just pop them on. And holding the mirror underneath your face helps a lot too, because then you get like a clear vision of exactly where you need to apply the band so that it sits right on top of your natural lash line, instead of kind of like, I remember when I first tried using lashes, it was actually this pair. This was my first pair of lashes I ever tried to put on. It's the House of Lashes Iconic. It looked so bad because the lashes were literally sitting straight up. Like, I don't know why I thought that it was acceptable to do that, but they were literally sitting straight up, so they were past my eyebrows because they were literally like this. Like, normal lashes should be kind of sticking this way so that it looks like your natural lashes, but they were literally sticking like this. It was so bad, and I just look at that video, because I did it actually during a video. I know, so embarrassing. I look at that video and I just like cringe, because I'm like, why did I think that was okay? I don't know. Alright, this lash should be good. Alrighty. This part takes a bit of concentration, which is why I'm not talking. Alright, lashes are on. Now, what I'm going to do, which I always do, is take that angled liner brush and take a matte black powder eyeshadow. And I like to cover the lash band just so it looks as natural as possible, obviously. And another thing that I used to always do is, when I didn't do this yet, before I knew to do this, you could see like a little bit of space between my lashes and the falsies, and it looks so bad. Again, such a cringeworthy moment in my life, and whenever I look back on those videos, I'm just like, why did I think that was okay? This will actually help, because if the band isn't, sticking exactly where you want, you can press it down with the brush, and it helps a lot. Plus, it just helps to hide everything. Alrighty. And that that was the top, so then you have to go over the bottom too and beware, like I might make some weird faces because I'm trying to get it right underneath there. I just poked myself in the eye. But yeah, you really want to get like right underneath. I think this is technically called tight lining, but usually you would do it with a like an actual liner. But I personally like it better with a powder because I'm able to get right into all those nooks and crannies. Alrighty. Just spoke myself again. I'm not used to doing live. I always, obviously, like for my channel, like my YouTube videos, I always film and then edit afterwards. So this is definitely a different experience for me to be doing everything live. Because this is all the stuff that you don't see normally. This is the stuff that I cut out in the editing process. All of me, you know, poking myself in the eye, making bad faces. Okay. Oh, we got a little bit of fallout. Sometimes I feel like it's best if you do have fallout right there, like in this area. If it's just one piece, you might just want to leave it be instead of trying to wipe it away, because sometimes it can like smear and then you're done. That's end game right there. But I got it. Okay, I just discovered a new technique of trying to get fallout off. Just take a brush and go like this instead of wiping. Boom. Discovered right here live. There we go. Okay, next up, another thing that I like to do sometimes, as long as the lashes aren't too big, like for these lashes, I wouldn't really be able to do it because they're a lot more voluminous than the ones I'm wearing, but if the lashes aren't too big, you can actually take your eyelash curler and curl your natural lashes to the falsies so that it really makes them like mold together. This is like the best thing ever if you want your falsies to look as natural as possible. And with this pair, it's pretty easy because, like I said, like they're not the most, the most voluminous or anything. Alrighty. Next, for the bottom lash line, I don't know what I should do. I feel like I should take a matte shade, so I'm going to probably mix together this shade. It has a bit of a purple undertone, and then that same transitional neutral brown that we used before in the crease. And I'm going to use a pencil brush for this. This is Dose of Colors, best pencil brush ever. And just take a little dot of both, tap off the excess, and go ahead and go underneath. I really like doing this. I mean, some people don't. It kind of depends on your eye shape, but for me personally, it really opens up my eyes whenever I do this, because it just adds like a little something to the bottom lash line, you know what I mean?
Stephanie wants to know what palette you're using.
So I'm kind of using two palettes right now. This one is all matte. It's one of my favorite palettes. It's like a go-to. It's the Viz Art palette. It's expensive, but honestly, it's pretty worth it, especially if you're a makeup artist or if you just love makeup. I do recommend it, even though it is a little pricey. Maybe just ask for it for Christmas or for the holidays, or your birthday, anything. Ask for it for a gift because it is kind of expensive. But honestly, I think it's a good investment. I've used it so much since I got it because it's all mattes. I used it so much for Halloween tutorials this year because it's really good for contouring. And the other palette I'm using is the Makeup Forever Artist Palette Volume 4. This one is what I use for the base lid shade. I use this one because the metallics in this palette are beautiful. So yeah, I'm using two because I'm extra like that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Sorry if I'm sniffling a lot, by the way. I got sick this week and I'm kind of getting over it now, but it really hit me hard. The past few days, I've just been really feeling under the weather. Got some fallout on my chin. Let's try to blend that out. Like I said, I really don't recommend trying to wipe away with your fingertips, but if you take the brush that you used for powder and kind of blend it out, it works pretty well. But I've done that before where I take my finger and try to like wipe it away. And usually, like, look at my hand. Usually your fingers and hands have so much nasty makeup on it. So yeah, don't really recommend using your hands to do that. Learn from my experiences because it doesn't turn out well. I've literally had to like redo my entire makeup look before just because I smear black like all over one cheek, and it's not fun. So now we are going to add some of the liner to the bottom lash line and just smoke it out. Like I said, this one really needs to be sharpened, so it's not ideal. It's kind of hurting, to be honest. Again, this is the stuff I usually edit out in my videos. And I'm sure this face that I'm making is really, really beautiful. Alrighty, so now that we have that down, I'm going to go back into our pencil brush that we used for the bottom and just blend it out. I feel like blending is like my main motto because it just always looks better if it's blended out. This side got a little crazy, but that's okay. That's why I always have makeup wipes handy. While I'm here, I might as well wipe off my hand because I do not want to get that on my face right now. So yeah, always keep makeup wipes handy in case of an emergency like this, because this side looks a little too heavy to me, so I'm just going to wipe a little off from the inner corner. And obviously you want to test out the makeup wipes like before you use them, just to make sure you're not going to have like an allergic reaction. Luckily these ones are okay for me. These are just like the Costco ones. Kirkland signature. And to blend that out one more time, I'm going to take this shade, the lighter one that we used, on my pencil brush and just go at it underneath the lash line. Alrighty, time to add some mascara to the bottom. Again, I feel like some people don't really like doing this. I think it depends on your eye shape, but for me, I like a really opened eye look. So I'm gonna go back in with that same Tarte mascara and go on the bottom lashes. I just feel like this kind of like makes everything come together. And you can add some to the top too if you want, if you just want like a little bit more length. Like I said, I'm actually used to wearing longer lashes than these, the ones that I have on the top, but I never wore lashes when I was younger, so since this is a throwback look, we are not going to go super duper glam like I usually would. Alrighty, other side.
Remy commented below and said I always make weird faces when I do my lashes too.
Ugh, I feel you on that one. I, like, whenever I'm editing my videos and I watch it back, it's so bad. I feel like lashes take the most, you get the most weird faces when doing lashes and the bottom liner. Those are like the two places when you just concentrate way too much and you lose your face a little bit. Alrighty, and we're done with the eyes now. I'm going hands on mascara all of a sudden. I think I've said this a few times already, but if you missed it, I usually go with like really dramatic lashes, so these feel really short to me. What is next? Okay, next I'm gonna do blush, and I brought this blush. It's from MAC, and it's called Gleeful. It's one of their mineralized blushes. This is the exact blush that was like my lucky blush when I was competing. I would literally wear this for every single competition because I just thought I thought it was my lucky blush. So we're gonna take that and apply it with a blush brush. This one is a really nice color. It looks dark in the pan, but because it's one of their mineralized blushes, it just gives like a really light flush of color. See? This is a really great fall blush too, this time of year. I feel like in the summer I always stick with like peachy, corally tones, but then in the fall I'm all about the warm berry tones. Next we are going to do highlight, which highlight is my favorite part of makeup. And I'm going to be using this highlighter from Jouer Cosmetics. It's their highlighter in the shade Citrine. Sorry if it looks weird, I dropped this and it broke, so I had to fix it myself with the alcohol method. If you guys don't know, like if you break a powder and it shatters into like a million small pieces, you actually can take alcohol, like like the 99% stuff. And then you just pour it in and let it sit there for I let mine sit for like 24 hours until it was dry, and I occasionally was like patting it down and to get any excess alcohol out, and then it really did work. I mean, I've been using this and it doesn't change the formula of it, which is surprising. It just helps you use it. It's not going to be the prettiest thing, but it will help you continue to use your favorite products so you don't have to buy new ones. And this highlighter is everything. I love it so much. I like to kind of rotate the brush around to hit like the end of my eyebrow so that we get a nice C shape going. And again on the other side. I feel like highlighter wasn't a thing like even 10 years ago. I mean, I may be wrong about that, but it definitely wasn't as big as it is now. So I definitely wasn't doing this 10 years ago, but we have to update it a little bit because highlight is everything to me now. This also, if you do it down the middle of your nose, it actually makes that part stand out a little bit, and it can make your nose like appear a little bit smaller if you want it to. It's kind of like strobing. That's the technique that it is, because you're bringing the middle part out a little bit so that it catches the light more, and it's going to make your nose appear smaller and thinner. Alright, last step for the highlight is the inner corner highlight, because my eyes are not complete without inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to apply a little bit to that inner corner and then blend it up. I feel like this just like completes the look. I was doing a makeup tutorial last week, and it was like a celebrity inspired makeup tutorial, and the picture didn't have an inner corner highlight, so I didn't apply any, and it literally it felt so weird to me not applying inner corner highlight, because I mean inner corner highlight is life, So nice. You can kind of push up your lashes if you want. I'm really obsessed with these lashes, you guys. Like, lashes are like a big thing to me, apparently. I feel like I talked about lashes so much in this live stream. Okay, time for some lips. So I made the mistake growing up of just wearing red lipstick, like just lipstick, not anything matte, not anything long wearing, not anything liquid lipstick. So it would literally smear everywhere, especially, once I was sweating and stuff on the eyes, like during competitions. So highly recommend, if you're gonna go with a red lip like just try to make it a liquid lipstick, or at least something that's going to be long wearing, that's not going to slip everywhere, because I have made that mistake one too many times, and there have been so many like pictures and videos of me where there's like a little red lipstick on my teeth, and it's so embarrassing. So I'm trying to save you guys some embarrassment here. Make sure to use a liquid lipstick. Today, well, I brought two options because I didn't know which one I would want to use. This is Jouer liquid lipstick in the shade Brick. I love this formula for liquid lipsticks. It's one of the best I've ever tried. And then the other one is this Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Famous. I've never tried this before, so I just brought it just to give it a go if I want. But this is like my handy dandy red liquid lipstick. I love this stuff. But you know what? I think I might go with this one because when I was growing up, I always used like darker reds, like more of like a brick red. That was just what I was into. So I think I might go with the Huda Beauty one today. But first, lip liner, and this is also from Huda Beauty. This is in the shade Vixen, and I like to just go. I may not be able to talk much at this point, but I like to go in and practice my ventriloquist skills. See, I'm talking.
Stephanie says, will you do my makeup, please?
Sure. I'm gonna fill in all the way today. I don't always do this, but it's a good way to give like your lips a nice base, especially with this particular lip pencil because it's really, really smooth and creamy. So it actually kind of like fills in the lines of your lips. If you have a lot of fine lines, it can help to fill them in. And when we apply the liquid lipstick on top, it's just gonna look really smooth. This is like the perfect color. This is like almost exactly what I used to wear.
Mira wants to know what your skin shade is in MAC.
NC40. NC40. Is it weird that I just like know that off the top of my head? I think I'm like a little too obsessed with makeup.
Mira says, great girl, we match.
Woo! Yay. Actually, that's surprising. I get that a lot. Like, a lot of people will comment on my videos and say, like, oh, we match skin. But, like, it's pretty cool. I don't know. That's, like, a really common comment I get. So I must have, like, a really common skin color.
What is the lip liner called?
This is Huda Beauty Lip Contour in the shade Vixen. Yeah, Huda Beauty. You can get it on Sephora. Right now they have like a little set that comes with a full-size lip liner and then two mini shades of the liquid lipstick, and that's what I got. I bought it during the Sephora VIP sale because I literally just like watched my life savings like go out the drain during that sale. I spent so much money, but I do recommend it. It's good. Not spending money. I recommend this. If everybody, like, I feel like everybody has that one thing that they're not 100% confident in, and for me it's lip. Like, I always want to get that really sharp lip line, and it's so hard for me. But I'm working on it. Hopefully you guys can see. I feel like I'm like this, but this is probably my least favorite part of makeup is lip lining, because I want to get it so exact, and I'm a perfectionist, so I'll keep going back in and try to do it. Alrighty. You should see how much footage I usually have. Like this is actually me trying to go quick. You should see how much footage I get on every tutorial when I film. I probably align my lips for like 10 minutes straight because I keep going back in and I'm like, that's not even, and then it gets so annoying because I just like keep going over it. Okay. I feel like that's alright. I don't know. Let's hope so. But if you want to clean it up, you can always go in with your handy dandy makeup wipe. And I have really long nails, so it helps me out in this. But sometimes I just like to like smooth out a little bit. This will take off a little bit of your makeup, like your liquid foundation or whatever, but I'm okay with that usually. Sometimes I do go back in and clean it up, but today I'm not going to because I don't have it. It may not look like a huge difference, but I can see a huge difference, you know what I mean? You're always like your own hardest critic. Okay. I feel like I'm pretty happy with that. No, I need to go in one more time on this side.
Can you lower your mirror just slightly?
Yes. Okay, we're doing it. I'm happy with that. Okay, next, like I said, again, this is actually this was in the matching set. It's the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Famous, and it's a really pretty color for fall time. And like I said, I always wore berry tone, brick reds, because, I only had one lipstick growing up. One was pink, and then one was this one, and I hated the pink one because I didn't feel like it matched my skin tone at all. So I always went with the berry tone. Even I would be doing like a waltz, which is supposed to be light and airy, and I'd have this dark red lip, and my coach would get so mad and be like, why are you wearing that? It doesn't match the music at all. But ooh, I love this color. And you do want to let it dry. That's why I can't really know. It's better to let it dry, because then if you don't let it dry, it will get into all the cracks, I'm just trying to save you guys. Okay, let her lip. I feel like this lip looks a little higher. See, this is my process every single day. It's so bad. I hate being a perfectionist sometimes, but okay. I feel like we're gonna have to go with this today. Like I said, you do want to let it dry. I got a little on my teeth. I'm hoping this looks even. There's one little part I want to clean up. So I okay. Alright, I'm happy with this. So, we're pretty much done now. I wish I had this when I was growing up because, like I said, there were so many mishaps where I would see the photos and the videos and there'd be like red lipstick right on my teeth. Which, this one, I got it a little bit when I first applied it, but because it dries matte, it won't like surprise you or anything, and you won't have it like an hour later, which for regular lipsticks you definitely will. So last step is gonna be setting it down. This is just MAC Fix Plus, and it helps to like make everything smooth out and look, I don't know, I can't really describe it, like it takes away a powdery finish, if that makes sense. It makes it look a lot more seamless. So here we go. Alrighty. And again, you want to let that dry before moving too much. And I think that's going to be it. I mean, I can't talk right now. I'm really scared of this not drying because I usually wait. See, I'm telling you, when I film my videos, you don't even know how long it takes. It probably takes like 4 hours to do one tutorial that's going to end up being like 7 minutes long, because a lot of it is just waiting time of like letting things dry and letting things set correctly. Because think about it, if you put this on and then you know, smile a lot or you start talking a lot, the creases that you make when you start talking and smiling, they're gonna actually stay there because you're setting it down, rather than if you let it dry and then your face is gonna look flawless. There you go, tip of the day. But I feel like my face is adequately dry now. Let me put my little bangs in front. That is gonna be it for today, pretty much, I think. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this throwback Thursday makeup look of what I typically wore when I was growing up skating. I just thought of my program for like 3 years straight. I literally skated to Carmen, like, you know, the musical Carmen. I literally skated to that for 3 years straight because I loved this makeup look so much and it fit the music so well. So I just kept telling my coach, like, I'll just keep my programs just because of the makeup. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Facebook Live video, my first time on Facebook Live. And definitely check out the YouTube channel, the Icon Network YouTube channel, to watch my episode with Candy Johnson. It's called Life and Style. And on that episode, we actually did a different throwback look. It was a crazy look. Like for this one program that I did that was like a rainforest theme. Don't even ask. I don't even want to go into why I chose that music. But it was like this crazy green and blue makeup. And the green, I literally used a green for brow bone highlight. Like, what was I even thinking? I don't know. But check that out, and Candy has some really funny high school photos as well. So definitely check it out on the YouTube page, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!